So for the reading I'm making this morning, this is going to be a reading about how to overcome any kind of past abuse that you've been through. It's a reiki reading to send you healing energy and love as we do this, to help you to release any of the negative energy and to bring in positive energy. So as you do the reading, if you want to imagine yourself releasing that negative energy back to the earth to be transmuted into something new and receiving positive energy, that will really help as well. And so remember to take what resonates and leave what doesn't, because this is a collective reading. And with the collective reading, there's a lot of energies coming into play, because it's not a personal reading, which goes more in depth into your own personal situation. And so we have pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. And we're going to get started with pile 1. So first I'm going to read this one. Third eye chakra. Trust your intuition, the answers lie within. Meditate, journal, draw, or take time in nature to see the answers. One of the best ways to heal in our lives is to be able to find some sort of physical expression to put that into. Drawing, painting, crafting, anything where you have to put yourself into the project really helps a lot with being able to release any of that energy. I think this pile has a lot to do with unconditional love. You know, it may be a need to see things from a state of unconditional love more, and it may be that you're somebody who is very unconditionally loving because of everything that you've been through. Taking time in nature or taking time for self-care too may be very good for this pile as well. Being able to just take the time to clear your mind of all the chaotic thoughts so that you can tune into your intuition a lot better. And so for these cards I wrote out some abuse types, and for this pile I actually chose 2. Scapegoat, gaslighting, always to blame, apologizes for being self. And for the second one I pulled out, bullying, target, center stage, discrimination, made to feel unworthy of life. And then I pulled out 2 of the advice ones as well, because I wanted to make sure I had 2 of those to go with the 2 of the abuse cards. You are everything that wasn't given to you. You are love, light, and wisdom. Pulling yourself out of darkness is no easy task. Be proud of your progress. You know, I think there might have been a lot of emotionalness when I read that last one. I was kind of feeling it a lot. You are everything that wasn't given to you. Love, light, and wisdom. Be proud of yourself for the progress you've made in dealing with this. Sometimes it's hard to see or deal with the truth. If others didn't believe it could be because they can't see or handle the reality, that is not your problem. You know what's true. So, you know, there may also be a need to, with this pile, to just be able to turn away from all the negativity that people are throwing your way. Not to let it affect you, not to take it personally, to realize that everybody around you is going through their own bullshit and they're projecting that onto other people, and it is nothing you did that caused you to be this scapegoat or to be the person that they blamed everything that happened on. And to just walk away head held high, knowing your own truth and knowing that there's no need to prove yourself. And there's also a need here to realize that you are worthy of life, that you are perfect exactly as you are. You are meant to be here for some higher reason. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here. To just really leave behind the judgment of others, because other people can really judge very severely and harshly, and a lot of times it has more to do with pain, fear, anxiety, feelings of unworthiness themselves that they put on other people around them. And to just know that, to send out that healing energy and love and light towards your enemies, and to just move the other direction, not even giving a care or worry to those people. Don't let those people control your thoughts, control your own thoughts. Rewire your brain so that you can, when you have any of those thoughts coming in from those other people who make you feel like you are less than, or you feel like you're stupid, or you feel like, you can't do anything right. Instead, when you start having those thoughts, think, no, I'm not stupid. Everyone makes mistakes. We're all humans. I fucked up, and next time I'll know better. Or, things like that. Give yourself grace and forgiveness. Love. I think I mentioned love a few times. Love is a many splendored thing. Today I will notice and appreciate at least 3 of those splendors, like the fact that puppies make me feel like a parent, or the surge of self-congratulations I feel when I sink a 3-point trash basket shot on the first try, or how about the chills I get when singing along to the song of Pain. I'm going to give you that one. Go listen to the song Pain, because everything you've been through has made you a very strong person, and it's time for you to start seeing that. And there also might be a need to realize that love isn't taking the blame for everyone all the time either. Move to the beat, get up, and get active. Any wound can be healed with time and care. And so, really, dancing is a very effective method for getting out all of the negative vibrations as well, and raising your energetic vibration. That would be a really good thing to do. Exercising, hiking, especially since it has the get out in nature as well. Taking that time to be in the fresh, open air away from all the people and all the drama would probably be very helpful for you. And realizing that no matter how big the wound is, anything can be healed with time, with care, with perseverance and determination to get through these challenges and overcome them. Awaken to the love around you. Sometimes we don't see it past the scars on our hearts. And so, sometimes when you aren't feeling worthy of love, you don't even notice how many people around you really do love you. Even though there's these mean, horrible people who treat you like you're the plague of the earth, it doesn't mean that people won't truly love you as your true self. And you can't be your true self when you're feeling like you aren't good enough. When you're feeling like you're good enough, you start expressing your truth, you start speaking your truth, you start acting your truth, and then you start attracting all those people towards you who are meant to be a part of your group, who are meant to be in your life, who are meant to inspire you and make you feel good about yourself, just as you can make them feel good about themselves too, because you'll be feeling better about you. You have free will. Be grateful for it and show it by making a decision. So there also may be a decision on, I think there might be a decision on whether or not to get into a love relationship in this situation. And, this is basically telling you to trust your intuition, trust what you feel is right, to feel like you're worthy of something beautiful and amazing, and to attract that back to yourself. Make the decision to overcome all of this bullshit and to really see the truth of the situation in front of you. Your peaceful presence calms any atmosphere. You are a social chameleon, able to fit in anywhere. And generally, somebody who's faced so much adversity in their life as well is somebody who can really fit in anywhere and really has very little judgment for others. So why would you let other people's judgment affect you either? If you're very open-minded and you can accept anybody, accept yourself. Because that's all it takes. All it takes is accepting yourself for others to accept you as well. You're somebody who really can fit into any social circle if you put your mind to it. Somebody who really calms any atmosphere and brings peace to any situation. You're somebody filled with a lot of love and light and harmony. And somebody who's just really a very loving person. Don't let others make you feel like you are less than worthy of love and light in this world, because you are not. So there's a need to overcome any past scars or pain or trauma that you've faced in your love life to really be able to have this victory, to come out of this confusion, to transform into this person who can express your true passions and desires and what you really want out of life. There's a need to end the old cycles and to begin new. There's a brand new beginning right in front of you. There's a need to gain this greater wisdom and knowledge, and there's a need to express the greater wisdom and knowledge you have from your experiences out into the world around you. And there's also a need for you to know that you have all the tools it takes and all the desire necessary to take action to really bring your plans to fruition, to have this brand new beginning and to be able to see the world in a whole new light, to be able to see yourself in a whole new light. You're somebody who can really manifest any reality that you want to into being because you have everything necessary to do that and you have all the knowledge to boot. That's what I have for this pile. I really hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope that it helps in your situation, and if you have any feedback you'd like to leave, I'd love to hear it, or if you'd like to suggest a topic for a future reading, I'd love to hear that too. Have a beautiful night, day, whatever it is, wherever you are when you're watching this. And I'm moving to pile 3. Or 2. We're moving to pile 2. So for pile 2, I think there might be a need to cleanse and clear your heart chakra to be able to... I haven't looked at none of the cards yet either. I don't look at any of them before I do any of my readings. Just wanted to... I don't know why I felt like saying that, but I really did. I need to be able to cleanse and clear your heart chakra to really focus on the love within, maybe some inner child issues that need to be worked through so that you can reparent yourself and be able to change your thought patterns going forward to thought patterns of you being deserving of blessings and abundance in your life and being able to accept them, because you may be somebody who really gives of them but has a hard time accepting it back. So we have mental and emotional abuse, fear tactics, manipulation, isolated, trapped in fear. So somebody really could have used their higher authority over you as well in this situation to basically control you with their use of their words or their use of their hurt and pain that they caused while you were looking for love from them. Yeah, this really makes me think of a parent situation in this one. And that, I think what would really help you too is to understand that everyone was doing the best they could with the tools they had available at the time. Nobody starts out intending to hurt their children. My mom was severely abused physically as a child by her parents, and she didn't want to beat us, but she really didn't know how else to go about keeping us in line, controlling us, if you will. And so she did a lot of screaming, and she said a lot of hurtful things, and she really, it was out of her own pain a lot of times too, because she was dealing with raising 5 kids by herself with no help really from the outside. And she was somebody who had a lot of pride, so asking for help really wasn't the first number one priority on her list, unless she absolutely had to. And even when she did, a lot of times people judged her and really didn't feel like she was good enough, and she felt like she wasn't good enough, and she could be the best mom in the world. Sometimes she loved us so much at times, and then at other times the pain in her own life caused her to hurt us very badly in a very mental and emotional kind of way. Let your desire to heal guide you in overcoming the past. Accept what was, forgive yourself and others, knowing that this will remove the heavy burdens of shadows, of blame, and what it has caused in your life. So yeah, there's really a need to be able to forgive the people who hurt you in this manner. be able to understand that they never meant to hurt you, that they were going through their own things and they projected that pain onto you, maybe even that self-hatred onto you, because a lot of times our parents really see themselves in us. And so when they can't love themselves and they can't accept themselves, they can't love and accept the people around them, their children, because they're just like them, and they can't do it in the right way. It doesn't mean they didn't love you. It just means that they couldn't do it in the right way because they couldn't even figure out how to do that for themselves. And being able to just really let that go, and being able to let go any of the hurt you felt, any of the pain you felt when this was going on, any of the not standing up for yourself, not speaking what you needed to speak, and any of the other various things that could have been caused by your reactions to this, being able to just let that go. You're somebody who really wants to heal, somebody who really wants to maybe even help heal others. And so healing yourself is very important, because even just in doing that, we raise the collective energy. But you will meet people in your life that you end up helping because of what you went through and how much effort you put into healing yourself. Throat chakra: be confident, assertive, and unafraid of expressing your truth to the world. Communicate from a place of love and empathy and healthy boundaries. So once again, yeah, I'm not sure exactly why I was thinking about needing to express yourself and your truth, but really when you're emotionally and mentally abused like that, you really feel like you can't state anything, because anything you say is going to be wrong, and it's going to be used against you, and it's going to be twisted, and it's going to be turned into something else when, that's not true. Being able to express your true self and your true thoughts and feelings on situations is a very important thing. I've had to have a few pretty intense conversations with my mom about some of the things that she said to me recently and how they affected me, and why it isn't right that she said those things to me. And I realize it's okay for you to have your own opinions, and to say your shit, but you know what? You shouldn't be saying this stuff to me, because it isn't right. And I don't have to have you in my life if you're going to be like that, and if you're going to make me feel bad about myself. And that's what you need to be able to do as well, is to be able to set your boundaries in a healthy manner, not allowing people who are just going to hurt you and take from you into your life. You may also be an empath as well in this pile. And so that negative energy can really get to you even further. Inspiration. There's a voice of inspiration within me. Right now it's only a whisper, but the more I listen, the louder it will get. Soon it will be a flawless speech voiced by James Earl Jones through a megaphone with lots of applause. Listen to that little voice. Start allowing that little voice to guide you and lead you, instead of the voices of others who have taken you down and who have brought you into this state of feeling like you're unworthy. Release control. Don't focus on the outcome. Be present in the moment. Love yourself first and find peace within. The first pile was about loving yourself a lot as well. But there always is a need for that when you're healing from things like this. Be grateful for the little things. We take so much for granted when we don't take the time to smell the roses. So there's really just a need to be able to live in the moment, to be able to go with the flow and realize that life goes in cycles of ups and downs. And really, how happy we are is determined by how we are able to maintain our peace and our self-love even through the downs, and to keep our faith and hope alive that things will come back to the up position soon. And really to be able to look around you and realize that even when things are at their worst, there are things around you to be grateful for. There are, whether it be our children, our pets, whether it be, our friends, our family, our loved ones, or even just the fact that we have running water and can take a bath anytime we like. How many people don't have running water in this world even today? But think about 300 years ago, nobody had that. Think about how amazing some of the things in our lives are, and really just be able to enjoy that. Be able to no longer focus on the outcome, but just work on healing step by step, and to know that that will pay off in the end. Focus on where you're at in your journey now and appreciate it. Appreciate how much work you've already put in to get to this point, and appreciate how much your life has already changed to this point. And then you'll be able to realize that everything you've been doing really is taking you somewhere, and it'll double your efforts, your motivation, your ambition, your drive to get to where you're going. Really focus on taking care of yourself, on healing yourself, on cleansing your energy, on being able to trust that you have something to say and allowing yourself to get it out there. You embrace yourself and others with ease. You love the earth, animals, plants, and people. You are very connected to the energy. So once again, you may be an empath. You really, you are very connected to the earth, very connected to everything around you. You may be a little hyper vigilant at times as well, which can be a blessing and a curse, because you notice things about others, and you see those people that may feel invisible. You may have felt invisible at times in your life as well because of what you were going through. But, you're somebody who really sees everyone and accepts everyone. You embrace them with love and peace, and you need to start doing that with yourself as well. You have the ability within yourself to be able to do that if you aren't doing it, because you also may be somebody who has already gotten to this point where you're able to feel that self-love. Or not. Yeah, so there's a need to drop down your guards, to really be able to remove any masks you may be wearing, any feelings of unworthiness, or any feelings like you need to run away or just not be around people because you aren't good enough to be around people, or you're weird, or you're off, or you're in some way less than, or you're the bad guy, or you're somebody who only causes pain and hurt to others because that's what you were told so many damn times. But you aren't. You're somebody who's amazing, somebody who is beautiful in your own unique, wonderful way. But how is anybody ever supposed to see that unless you have this courage to be able to find this emotional mastery within yourself, to be able to face any challenge head on, to be able to bring that light to life in